reaching for this. Welcome everybody and hello. This is, it's just another vlog, but we do it in a little bit more of a relaxed setting, and I start off with a little sip of my coffee. This is our Coffee with Conti edition here on the Corvette channel. Thanks you guys for taking the time. Oh, nice and hot too. Thanks for taking the time to join us. I do appreciate that. And you guys that send in your pictures while you're having coffee with Conti here in the vlog, I appreciate that. One guy's showing me with the hoodie on his phone. He was standing in his garage. And Tim Horton's guy. Another guy had me in the background on the TV with my mug. That was pretty cool. And then my mug was on a ship. And that was the guy we featured last week on the show, was Paul from Washington State. And actually, Paul sent us some stats on one of those boats that the mug was on. He said, in case you care. And actually, we do. I think that stuff's pretty cool. He said that first shipwreck, the boat was 751 feet long, 106 feet wide, and it was loaded with 62,000 tons. 62,000 tons of corn that was headed to Japan. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate that. If you happen to catch our last vlog where I talked about John and Kathy, the husband that was called a jerk, they've been together 42 years. That was a cool story. You guys get a chance to check that out. There'll be a link to that vlog down below in the description. But while we're, hang on a second here. I'm going to turn the camera light off. While we're sitting here in this relaxed setting, I just was thinking of this. I don't know if you guys ever seen this. This is my Corvette police diecast. Now the only thing I'm missing, cool, I just love this thing. The only thing I'm missing are police sounds. I mean, if they can put talking stuff in a Build-A-Bear, I can find a way to get police sounds in my diecast Corvette. All right, hang on, let's continue. Also on that last vlog, if you remembered at the end of the vlog, I said, today's show, I had no clue what we were going to talk about. It's not like I didn't have content. Oh my gosh, there's no short of Corvette content on this channel. And this channel, if you're new, we got a lot of new subscribers lately. Thank you guys, I appreciate you joining us. This channel is about how-tos on Corvettes, so you get acquainted with the car and you can enjoy the car. I like to talk about market news, and I love to share the customer stories. All from a guy that, just like you, because you're watching, loves the Corvette. I'm also a guy that sells the car, so I can give you that different aspect on what's really going on in the retail marketplace. And we're going to talk a little bit about that today on the show. And I've got so much little stuff, fun stuff, home video clips for you today. If you don't get a chance to watch this vlog all in one sitting, definitely come back and check it out. Okay, so before we actually get going at all these little things I have for you today, let me remind you one last time, because it was a few vlogs back, I actually buried it about 7 minutes into the vlog. Man, do you guys pay attention to the stuff that we say and do on this channel? It was incredible. Thank you for that. I had asked you to send in your great plates, your cool license plates around your Corvette. Well, man, oh man, be careful what you ask for. It's like, so I'm going to ask you one last time, if you've got a plate that you haven't sent us and you want it featured on a future vlog, we're going to do one whole vlog just showcasing all these cool plates. That time that I asked, 7 minutes into that video, you would think sometimes, man, people aren't really paying attention. Oh yeah, I get over 100 emails, so I'm going to duck. Send in your great plates one last time. Ah! Here they come. That's okay, send them. All right, some real quick market news on Corvette. Now, we've known about it for a couple of weeks. We couldn't say anything, but the cat's out of the bag. The Rolex 24-hour released their schedule, and on Friday the 25th, Chevrolet is planning to announce a special edition Corvette for retail sale for you guys for 2019 models. Now, unfortunately, I can't be there. I would love to be there, but our friend Keith from CorvetteBlogger.com, he's going to be there getting us pictures and video that we're going to share here in the vlog. Oh yeah, that's the guy, by the way, that wrote this book, Corvette Special Editions. It's available now at CorvetteSpecialEditions.com. It's a great book. That's the only special edition that won't be in this book, is the one they're going to reveal on Friday. Now, there's a couple of guys out there on YouTube that have been talking about this, and they're showcasing this gray and orange car that came out after ZR1 was revealed about 1.5 years ago, and stating that this is going to be the special edition, when we don't know what the special edition is. And furthermore, the codes that we broke for you guys on this channel about the 2020 car, the 1YC07 or the 1YC67, those were, as I saw in my system, Stingray Coupe and Stingray Convertible for 2020 models. Now, the car they're going to reveal on Friday is a 2019. Now, of course, with our friend Keith from CorvetteBlogger.com going to be on location. Yes, the gentleman who wrote this book, Corvette Special Editions, available now at CorvetteSpecialEditions.com. He will get us the pictures and the info. Yeah, and of course, we're going to share it at CorvetteConti.com, the Instagram and Facebook pages as well. But I can't wait to discuss it with you guys next weekend right here on the channel. What happened this past week? You guys know? January 17th was really the birthday, the announcement, the reveal of Corvette back in 1953 at the Waldorf Astoria, the Motorama. Yes, so history happened this past weekend. Think about that. And as we think, going forward to C8, there's still a chance. We don't know for sure yet, and I don't want to get back into guessing and speculating because we've changed that up for you probably 10 times already. But there's still a chance that the C8 would be revealed in New York. I mean, we'll talk about the nostalgic marketing angle of that and just how powerful that is. I mean, that's the first place that Zora saw the Corvette. That's the first place the world saw Corvette. Yeah, New York would be a great reveal. And even if they do reveal this thing in April, just keep your checkbook in your pocket. It's 6 months to a year before you're driving, man. But we will keep you up to date. But happy birthday to Corvette. Tell you what, guys, if you're a Corvette fan and enthusiast, you can never forget January 17th. Now, if you've been on my channel for any length of time, when a client comes here to take delivery, if we can, I love showcasing and sharing that right here on the channel. But when they leave, we always do a little thing called the send-off pad and kind of get you on your way. It's neat how that's taken off and people expect it, and if I don't do it, you mention it. And here we've taken it one step further. Our customer, and somebody I call a friend, is John in North Carolina. Well, he had a Z06 from us and he just sold it. So when he delivered the car to the guy that bought it from him and it's leaving his driveway, John does a send-off pat. Check this out.
Bye-bye, bye-bye.
Oh, I'm sorry, John. I didn't put it. Play it again. I forgot the sound effects.
Bye.
All right, and now it's official because we did the little. Gotta have those sound effects in there. It's just more effective, isn't it? Yeah, I love doing this vlog stuff. And John, now that you're vetless, remember, man, I'm flexible with your money. What are we doing? You doing something? I'll talk to you later on that, man. Thanks for the video. That was pretty cool. I'll tell you what, guys, I'm having so much fun with you today. Thanks again for taking the time to join us. If you don't see this video in one entire sitting, come back and finish it up because I'm going to share with you a picture that was on Facebook. I was tagged on Facebook, and then someone asked me a question. Well, I take it real serious. I try to answer it. And this put me in a 45-minute tailspin. And then we're going to actually spin doctor it into showing you some stuff on the Corvette, getting into the how-to stuff. So that's still to come here, and a surprise visit on this episode of Coffee with Conti. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us. I do appreciate it. I do love it when you guys send in that home video. Speaking of which, let's share one more clip with you. We actually showcased this guy when he took delivery of his Shadow Gray ZR1 at the National Corvette Museum. That's Ben in Texas. Well, appropriate for our Coffee with Conti show. What goes great with coffee? How about some donuts? That you are nuts, man. You're nuts. Now here's another clip. Now look at this. Now look at this clip in the angle. What I want you to watch in this angle is his employee that's off to the right, and he's loading up the truck, getting ready to go to a job or whatever the case may be, and Ben starts doing the donut. He doesn't even jump. It doesn't even faze him. So clearly, Ben's done this before. And then he finally actually takes a look over and it's like, okay, are you done yet? It's just, there was cars there. He's obviously done this before because he didn't hit anything. Look at that. One more donut for you. All right, Ben, thanks for sending it, man. You are nuts. Please do not wreck that car. Remember, you waited a long time for that. Hey, I told you guys, I've got the coolest customers on the planet. The other cool thing here in YouTube, I've had a lot of support, a lot of referrals. I'm associated with a lot of great Corvette people in the community, like Chris from his YouTube channel, My Corvette Life. just recently he was at Barrett Jackson, and just like he said, I'd never seen this Corvette before. He showcases as for us this ski Hertz rental car Corvette. Check this little clip out from Chris.
What's up, Rick? It's Chris from My Corvette Life. Hey, I'm here at the Barrett Jackson Auto Auction, and I found a Corvette that I have never seen in my life. Of all my years in high school and even grade school, I did essays on the Corvette. I developed my own website based on the history of the Corvette. I have studied the Corvette for my entire life, and I have never heard of this particular car. Let me show you. This is a 1963 Corvette. That is a Hertz rental car that was modified to go snow skiing. It's a one-of-one car, the only one ever made and purchased by the Hertz rental company. This is pretty awesome. I thought you would enjoy it. Check it out. It even comes with some snow tires. How cool is this thing?
Chris, that was pretty cool, man. Thanks a lot, not only for sharing the clip, but thinking of us and allowing us to share it right here on my channel. Many times over on his channel, My Corvette Life, he's talked about us, and I appreciate that referral and that support, you know, in the retail market and just things we like to do for Corvette. I'm a huge Corvette cheerleader. You guys know that, and I really, really dig it. But Chris is, he's also a Corvette freak. So thanks again for that. That was great to share this weekend. Now, still to come on this vlog episode, I'm going to show you what had me spun around for about 45 minutes the other day. And if I wasn't such an idiot, the answer was in plain sight and I would have figured it out in 10 seconds. We'll talk about that in just a moment. What I want to share with you now is a surprise visit I had a few months ago. Some folks that have some Ohio roots, but they're from Texas, and they brought me this really, really cool hat. Check out the surprise visit. All right, so I get to try out my new signs for the people that surprise visit me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our show. That's right, we have the YouTube viewer guests over here, and I'm the YouTube channel host. Welcome to our show. I have so many people coming in. It's surprise visit, and you guys are awesome. Look at it. Guests.
Yes.
Host. Me. We actually ran into each other back in April in the same hotel when we were at the Bash event.
Correct.
Bill and his wife, Mrs. Weber. That's an easy way when you forget the first name. It's like, oh, that's Mrs. Weber.
Yeah.
Okay. As a good cover? I tried. All right. But it was really neat. You guys are here for a personal matter from San Antonio, Texas.
Yes.
And drove here, so you're taking care of some personal things, some family things, and that kind of stuff, and that's cool. But you guys thought about me, and that really means a lot. But we also have a common ground as far as someone else we know
yes.
that I haven't had a chance to meet, but I had a fortunate opportunity, a pleasure to work with Linda.
Yes.
And she bought a nice Grand Sport from us.
And her car and my car tied at our local car show.
Did they really?
Yes.
Now, do you do a little racing like she does, or
no?
No, just kind of show it.
Yeah.
But you guys, this means a lot. I mean, you figured, okay, you're going to be in the area. It was neat that you thought of me, but you brought me something. Oh my gosh! You know what, no, guys? Look at this. Look at this. This is so cool. Is that cool or what? That's cool. Now, Mike in Florida, your hat was pretty cool when we were doing the Carbon 65 delivery. But dude, yeah, I like that hat. I really like that hat. Yeah. But sorry, dude. This is the best hat. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
You can come to Texas.
I'm the Cowboy Corvette kid right here, baby. That's right. Giddy up, baby. Giddy up. Get your checkbook. You guys are awesome. This is really cool. Now, I don't have a really big head. Hey, I'm not a physically big head. But I have to get something here so this doesn't slide around. But oh my gosh, this is pretty cool though. Isn't this cool? Yeah, baby. Woo. Yeah. You gather up them Corvettes and we're gonna sell them all, baby. Now, just watch where you step. This is cool. This is really cool. This is neat. Oh my gosh, I really like this. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thanks for the surprise visit, and wow, I don't even know what to say, but that is I'm really digging this. Just being thoughtful like this, and then seriously going out of your way to come by means a lot. And I know you watch us, so thank you. Thank you for that.
You bring a smile to my face every time a notification dings.
It's cool. It's cool cars, but it's great people. So thank you again. All right, our Coffee with Conti episode continues, but I'm out of coffee. Okay, we'll get to that in just a minute. So the other day, I was tagged on Facebook from Joseph Bryan. Somebody had asked a question about one of these screen displays, and somebody said, well, ask Rick Conti. And I do pride myself on knowing a lot about this car. So I looked at the picture real quick, which, in my defense, was a blurry picture. But I'm just like you guys. You only see what you want to see, right? You don't read, you scan stuff. Okay, so this spun me for 45 minutes because I couldn't figure it out. And I admit that, but I'm going to show you how to do it here in just a minute. So look at this picture. This is the picture that was posted up on Facebook, and people are like, well, how do I show my tire temperature in my car? So I'm looking at the picture and I'm like, well, the tire temperature can't be that. I mean, it says cool right there. I mean, of course, I did notice that the guy's hatch was open, and then if I really, really would have looked close, although I couldn't see, the car was in kilometers. That's the gist of what had me spun for 45 minutes. I'm admitting this to you guys. I'm like, wait a minute. Now, in 2018, and I'm going to show you in a car here in a minute, 2018, they did change that particular screen. This is what it actually looked like prior to that. Okay, so there you go. There's the picture without the car and there without the gauges. So here's what I did. I'm like, what the heck? I noticed that it was in sport mode. So I went into a Stingray. I went to that setting. Can't see the tire temperatures. And I'm like, that's not tire temperatures. So then I go into a Grand Sport. No tire temperatures. I go in, I went into a Z06, even sat in a ZR1, even broke out the owner's manual. Where is this thing? I'm like, are you kidding me? I hate it when I don't know something, and I'm like, this is a layup, man. I'm at the screen. I know this is the screen. Why? And then John Harper chimed in just as I was sitting there. I've tried everything, and I was about to, I haven't switched everything over to metric. John Harper on Facebook said, hey, check kilometers. Went out there, boom, flipped it, and it did. So it's not tire temperature. It takes the tire pressure, it flips it over to metric. All right, so let's go out to a car. Let me show you that screen and how to get there. And really, probably 2 out of 500 will ever use it. And then I'm going to show you a bonus screen that if you're here at delivery and you've had a white or a silver car, you know what I'm talking about already. I only show it to those clients now, and I'll tell you why once we get into the car. Refill your coffee. We'll be right back. All right, I'm going to show you those screens and how to get there. But again, thank you to Joseph Bryan for thinking of me when someone posed the question, how do you get to that screen? They said, well, ask Rick Conti, he'll know. And I did know, but you guys, I was on it. And you guys just had me all jacked up with that blurry picture. And of course, I'm an idiot. I slow down, Ricky. Only saw what he wanted to see. Yeah, I missed the kilometer thing. Okay, so I'm going to show you about that, all right? Let's check this out. Okay, guys, I'm going to try not to make you dizzy while I'm holding the camera and still going through all these things. Remember, your driver information center, all the stuff you control up on the screen is done right here on the right-hand side of the steering wheel. 9 o'clock arrow is always going to be in your menu button. Whatever tab you pick, your 12 and 6 o'clock arrows right there will scroll stuff down through the center console. And if there's a feature in the middle of the screen that you can go into and alter or reset, you would click the 3 o'clock arrow. So I'm going to show you what was going on with that picture that was on Facebook. So click this menu. Let's come down to options. And you see right there it says units. We'll come back to that. Let's go to display theme. Now you see I'm in sport mode. That's exactly what was on the picture. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and go into that feature. I'm going to come up to track display. This is the independency I love. So you can be in track display without being in track mode. Okay, so now what that guy was also in, I'm going to go back to my menu. I'm going to scroll up to performance tab. And there you go. Now, as of 2018, this is the dash you get in the track display in the performance tab. All right, it has nothing to do with what mode you're in. Now, as of 2018, this is the dash you get when you're in the track display in the performance tab. It has nothing to do with what mode you're in. So you can see it is cold outside, tire pressure readings, more gauges on the other side. So what had happened was, we go down here, go back to options, let's go back up, aha, let's right click, let's go into metric. Let's go back to that tab. I'm doing this all in real time for you guys. Now see, zoom in on that. So everyone's looking at it and go, wow, that's the tire temperature. No, it's not, guys. All right, so let's get this back. I want to come back down here, options, flip back. Right, so now I'm going to come back to display theme. I'm going to right click in there. And here's what, let me just say this. I don't want to make this a big deal here, but let's just talk about it for a second. That link to drive mode, I tell every one of my customers that are here at delivery to stay out of that, especially if you're in a car that has magnetic ride control. You know, Z51 car, Grand Sport, Z06, ZR1. And here's what happens. When you're in that link to drive mode, it links your dash display with whatever mode you're in. And guy, I'll do it real quick. Everybody thinks it's real cool, but I think it's unsafe, especially for the novice type driver. So incidentally, it's in link to drive mode. I'm in the sport display because I'm in sport mode. If I flip the dial over in the center console to track display, give it a second, it switches over to track display as well as track mode. The problem with this is when you're doing it in this manner, this right here, you're changing the setup of the car. Now, people just don't realize you're not just changing the dash, you're changing the setup of the car. If you're driving in TR track mode, just cruising around on the street, especially if you're in a car that has the enhanced magnetic ride control, that's a very, very stiff suspension. Oh my gosh. Number one, it's not going to be comfortable to drive. Number two, you could actually bend or crack your rims driving on the street in track mode. So that changes the setup of the car, changes the steering feel, your throttle progression. It's not a safe situation, especially if you don't know what you're doing. I mean, here's the other thing. If I come back and I flip over to touring, and now it'll change the dash to the touring display. And everyone's like, oh, that's really cool. What I like about it is when you right click and go in there, come down, you can be in track display even though I'm in the touring mode. Total flexibility. All right, here's what I wanted to show you that I only show to white Corvette and silver Corvette owners, right? So let's go back in there. Let's come down to touring display. We're actually going to go back up to the performance tab. Hope you guys can see this. I'm going to select it. Number one, it's kind of cool because it gives you all these vitals and you can see you've got a different theme. But when you start to scroll down through the features, watch right there in the center. You get a picture of a white Corvette, almost could look kind of silver, maybe ceramic gray, guys, I'll show you that. And why I don't show people that have blue cars, black cars, and red cars anymore, because it actually stops everything I'm trying to do at delivery. I thought you would say, oh, that's really cool, you get a little picture of the Corvette up there. No, I get, how come they don't make a red one? How come it's not blue? I want it, can you change, is there a way you can make it a black car? So, never mind, I just... So I don't even show people, and a lot of people won't go to that screen because this is the performance tab, and a lot of folks won't go to that. I mean, this is the touring theme, but we're in the performance tab, and as you scroll through, regardless of your theme, you're still going to get all the performance data you see here as you scroll through the through the options. All right, did everybody get that? At least the 2 out of the 500 that used that. I thought it was interesting. At least wanted to show you because it was a conversation on Facebook that just had me all messed up, and I wanted to show you how to get there and what we were talking about. So hopefully maybe somebody picked up a little tip there. Oh, and if you weren't paying attention to me and you were looking in the background, yes, that is ice on the outside of the window. It is freaking cold here in Ohio. Still glad you joined us. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's upload. I told you we had all kinds of things to cover. You put them all together, we have ourselves a Corvette vlog, another fun edition of Coffee with Conti. And I'm glad you took time to join us, and I'm glad that you watched. All right, now coming up next weekend on Coffee with Conti, yes, we're going to talk about that special edition car that Chevrolet's revealing on Friday the 25th down at Daytona. Again, thanks to CorvetteBlogger.com. We'll have pictures and video to share with you and discuss that with you on the vlog. And also, too, if you're a National Corvette Museum member, you know what this magazine is. You get it 4 times a year. Well, one of my friends was featured in this magazine. I want to share that article with you. And also throughout the week, yeah, we're not going to do the Kiki Cuckoo Challenge, but I do have fun with another customer that came down from Cleveland and took delivery, and he too does his own send-off pat. Thanks for watching, guys.